Like getting back to where you wanted to get get on the field?
Ooh, it was a long one, bro. Cause I was supposed to be back at the beginning of camp, but ended up having a setback. So big shout out to the coaches, big shout out to the friends that getting me back on track to play this week. We really like a couple weeks ahead of schedule, which is a blessing. But man, just mentally, just staying at it. You know, it's so easy to get yourself mentally when something like that happen. But just staying steady and me and my dog Chris was kind of in the same boat, so I kind of had him to lean on, and we would bounce off each other, like keeping each other high, keeping our energy high, and just ready to get back on the field with our boys.
DP, the feeling of it, the emotions of touching the football again and playing in a real game, not just a practice. What was it like for you today?
To get back in the groove, Aaron. You already know how that go, man. You know, this ain't nothing, ain't never football, baby, but like I told my guy, it's a blessing just to be out there. I'm kind of upset that it's so late, but you know, we were taking our time with the rehab process. We were making sure when I get back on the field, I stay two folks, and we just make sure I stay healthy, and that's the main thing. Just making sure everything is taken care of, and don't let it bite later in like week 6, week 8. So just make sure we stay on top of everything, and I was ready to go.
Like they say, better.
Regular season. You feel like you're ready to go for the regular season? Full go?
What it look like?
I mean, it looked like full go to me.
If it look ready to go, I feel ready to go there. Ready to go.
I'm just making sure.
Like they say, better late than never, right?
Exactly, man. Like I said, I was glad I was at least able to get a preseason game in and a little joint practice time to get, like I was saying, live reps, live game speed, you know, actually going to the ground. You know, it's different between third and full tackle, so just getting these joints and muscles back ready to play football, man. We got a long 20 weeks.
DB, what do you like about this? What do you like about the Nick Caley offense?
I like that he's straightforward, right? Especially when we were installing it in OTAs and going over again in camp. You know, we were real thorough on what he wanted from us, and I feel like he catered to us as athletes, not just trying to, just stick us in, use us as X's and O's. He's really looking at 31 in the game. What we gonna do with 31? Okay, we got Nico in the game. What we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So just him viewing us as, and trying to cater to our skill sets as players, it's been great to be in and learn and kind of see on the field, kind of like I kind of had my own flow going with him. He was like, okay, DP, we're going to get him going down here, we're going to get him going, mid-zone, tight zone, and it just feels so, like, comfortable just playing up on the head.
The rhythm you got into today, how gratifying was that to just get a fast start and keep it going?
Yeah, it felt good. It felt good to be out there. Really, I was really appreciative of the plan to play fast, play free. We had a bunch of guys where they just got here last week, so trying to navigate that, communicate, it was fun. But no, it was a blessing to get out there.
Once you got started, it looked like you were determined to just kind of let it rip. How did you kind of get into that mental state? Because it's a big chance for you to show them what you can do.
Yeah, I mean, I think you say let it rip, but it's also it's like calculated risk.
Okay.
Like they play a lot of man. They also mix it up on the back end, put some different coverages and stuff like that. When you get man, you got to be on, you got to be ready to rip it. You got to be on time, and you got to trust your guys to go make plays. So it's that fine balance of we'll go out here and ball, but also like calculated, So sometimes you got to check it down to the back, they zone it off, stuff like that. So it's just playing quarterback. It's the fun part about playing quarterback. You play a team that plays a lot of man, you take advantage.
Graham, what is it about this offense that's quarterback friendly that Nick Caley kind of orchestrates for you guys?
Nick's been awesome. I mean, just his overall scheme. I think the biggest thing is he puts a lot on the quarterback, which is fun. That's what you want as a quarterback. You want to be able to be in control of protections, the run checks, whether it's pass concepts you can change. Say they give you a cover zero, you got a zero answer, stuff like that. So it gives the quarterback a lot of freedom to make it right. That was one thing that in college I had that too. So coming into the league and having that right away was definitely fun. It was an easy transition to learn.
Compare the feeling today to the first game you played. This has got maybe like 90 day for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think just subconsciously coming off my knee that quick, I think that kind of messed with me a little bit subconsciously. Got a little frantic feet, but when you go out there and play a game like that in Minnesota, I mean, especially as a quarterback, you got to learn from it. And I learned from it quick. Realized that you got to have your feet in control, your eyes in control, everything tied together when you're playing. So it was a really good learning experience. But I was ready to get out there and go play.
How did it feel to get out there?
Great. Obviously, it's always 30. Playing since I was 4 or 5 years old, so put the pass back on, like I know with the guys.
How frustrating has it been to have to wait?
Frustrating for sure. Obviously, like I said, for anybody that would be You're taking you away from it for however much time it is, a little bit or a lot. I mean, regardless, it's hard for anybody to frustrate.
Christian, what was the process like to get back, and how was it, to have a guy like Damian to kind of work with as well?
No, it was a tough process, but I mean, we was there for each other throughout it all. So keep stacking brick by brick, one day at a time with the motto, and we were.
Christian, the whole genesis of the first time you hurt the calf to aggravating it, what was the off-season thing? Was it more just like trying to make sure it didn't happen again, or did you have more setbacks?
More so like not trying to let it happen again. I mean, it's a tricky situation having a calf. Whenever you feel like you're all the way back, sometimes it's not really the case. You just got to make sure you check everything off the list.
What is it? I'm sorry, my bad.
That's all. Yeah.
Christian, who are some of the teammates that you leaned on during this process? I know that Henry told one of your best friends on this team always had your back.
No, so I leaned on him, Z, everybody as much as I could, really. For sure, him and Z.
What is it that you're hoping to show this season, your fourth year?
Oh, bro, it's the same thing. I can ball. Put me out there, and I'm gonna go get it.
I watched D'Amico work with you one-on-one at practice, whatever day it was. I'm sorry, I've lost track. I watched D'Amico work with you one-on-one at practice back in Houston.
Yeah.
You guys got very detailed, man. What's he trying to do to try to help you get back to the level that you were playing before?
It's been more precise, down in, down out, consistently. Whenever I'm doing that,
And he knows how to play linebacker, so does that help?
Yeah, of course. He played a lot of time in this league. He still played at Alabama too, so somebody I always have my ears open to.
Christian, a lot of people talk about that classic moment, the interception return for the touchdown, right after D'Amico told you what was coming. He basically gave you the breadcrumbs to that trail of the touchdown. That kind of play, how much do you want to continue to do that again and again? Because you showed what you could do in that game.
I mean, obviously, I want to do that as many times as possible. To your point with the question earlier, like it's about the consistency piece, precision, just doing that as much as you can.
Obviously, Henry is a close friend of yours. What do you think about his growth? You seem to have a big jump in second year, and then, is that a different spot now? What do you think about that?
No, it's awesome to see him grow, man. I've been knowing he was a dog since high school. I met him actually in the All-American game, so like I said, a long time ago, been knowing he was a dog. Glad to see everybody's finally, catching on to it. Just excited to see him continue to grow and excel.
Christian?
The way that this defense is and the way that they excelled last season, where do you see yourself fitting into this defense to help to continue to grow?
Any way that I can. I got a lot of speed and physicality, so a lot of these guys, we all love ball, so just trying to find any way that I can plug in.
Christian, last one from me. The emotions of today, the good feelings, as opposed to the frustrations and having to be patient. What's that contrast been like for you today?
I mean, man. Smile. Nah, it's night and day, man. It's like I said, it's a blessing to be out here. Put the pads on, be with the guys, doing the warm up and everything that is involved with game day. So it's truly a blessing.
Christian, how important has it been for a guy like Jamal Hill to be able to pick up this system, going into his third year playing this linebacker position?
Nah, he's doing great, dog. He's going to take off too. It's another one of those guys, almost like him. He's younger, but he's taking a phenomenal leap, incredible leap from year one to year two, and we're just excited to continue to see him grow, continue to see him build.
Thank you.
Jamal, you left it all out on the field. Now you just got to wait and see what the decisions will be like. Does that kind of take a little bit mentally off of it? Just say, hey, I know I did my best.
Yeah, like definitely just going out there, executing at a high level, man, doing everything they ask you, and then control it. So I'm happy with it.
How do you feel like you played?
Played pretty good, man, but it's out of my hands. Like I said, just control it, and see what happens.
No stress, right?
No stress.
Hey, because it's like you say, it's a subjective opinion, and whatever they think they need for the team. But you could help this team, special teams, defense, all those things.
Oh, they already know. I made that clear. Like I'm willing to do everything. Like if they need a break and they need me to kick, I go kick. So I really love this team. Like it's a blessing to be a part of it. Like for me, it's great to be here.
When you think about your preseason, the coaches talked a lot about your improvement and your consistency. How proud are you of the way you were able to kind of stack a lot of days?
Yeah, obviously super proud of myself, but I know I put in the work, to reap these rewards at the end of it. So, just gotta continue to keep going. Honestly, just can't let my foot off the pedal. Just gotta keep working.
Are you feeling pretty good about where you are right now, just how you're doing, everything?
Oh yes, sir, for sure. can't really think too much about it. Just gotta go out there and let football be football. Let how you play, be your word.
And then this season, it could be a big one for you.
Yes,
for this team and everybody.
Sure. Like I said, man, I'm just trying to keep it one day at a time, and just not force anything. Just let everything just come as it will. Just continue, be who I am each and every day.
What did you think of how Graham Mertz ran the offense? It looked like he got into a rhythm early and stayed in that rhythm.
Yeah, really proud of Graham with the way he got in and really commanded the offense. He was under control, played with great energy, great communication. Did a really nice job of moving the ball up and down the field. So, I'm happy he was able to get some playing time and get some significant time. His first 2 games, I don't feel like he got enough significant playing time. Was towards the ends of the game, so that was the reason why we went with him first, just to get him more meaningful reps. And he's the guy with what I've been talking about, guys taking advantage of the reps they're given. Graham definitely did that today, and he has a bright future ahead of him. His last preseason game, just want to see guys that I ask them, go out, play with elite energy, play with elite execution. That's all you do. You don't worry about things you can't control when it comes to the roster and making the team, not just go out and play ball, play as hard as you can possibly play. That decisions to make the roster doesn't happen just on this one game. We know our the right mindset of what it takes. Unfortunately, we can't keep everyone, but I'm so proud of every person in that room for the work that they put in throughout training camp for us to get better as a team. Everybody took strides, everybody took steps to get better as players, coaches, staff. We all grew throughout this training camp, and that's just going to help us to start the season off in the right manner. The idea behind playing Pierce was to allow him to just get some real touches, get some real live action. So we gave him the ball a few times, thought he did a really nice job. But his first time back, it's always difficult when you come back off an injury, especially at that position, like hitting the ground and getting back up again, knowing that everything is okay. I thought Damian did a nice job of handling himself just throughout this entire process, rehab, getting back on the field, putting himself in good shape, and he handled the reps he was given today, he handled them really well. Christian and Damian, I feel like guys need to have those live reps, especially when you come back from injury. Like the mental hurdle when you come back from injury is you have to hit the ground, you have to get up, dust yourself off and know, like, I'm okay, I'm back. And before you take that step, it's still in your mind. It still plays in your mind. Are you all the way healthy? Are you all the way back? So that was the importance of today for Christian and for Damian, is to get them some live reps. They took advantage of it, and they did a good job with it.
Hey, Coach, what do you think of?
He showed up. We had Stevens last year. He showed up, didn't miss a beat. Really familiar with some of the offense, and he really dialed in on learning what he needed to learn to get out there and play meaningful time. Cephas showed up in our joint practice versus the Lions making plays, and he showed up here again today in the game making plays. So Cephas did a really nice job, and just really want to thank our receiver coaches. We had some receivers that showed up late in training camp. We had to make some moves, some transactions. The way those guys went to work, with Coach McDaniels, Coach Asani, Rufus, they did a really nice job of just preparing the receivers, having them ready to go play today. So I'm really thankful for the work they put in.
A couple defensive linemen, Foley, Fadakostin. What did you think of the way they played?
D-line's done a great job. Foley, Tommy, two dominant guys inside for us. Really thankful to those guys, especially Foley, for being able to get him some reps. He's been away for a while. He's worked himself back. Was able to go out, play meaningful ball, get some good reps. Tommy's just been Mr. Consistent throughout training camp and this show. Whether it's practice, whether it's the game, it really doesn't matter. Tommy's going to show up every single time, making plays, doing how it's supposed to be done. And that's when the big plays come, because he does his job right every single time. But what I love about the system is all of our guys know what to do. We're not thinking, which allows our guys to just go play fast and play physical. There's not a lot of thinking involved, and that's what I really like about it. No matter first group, second group, third group, just go out and you get a chance to really showcase your skill set, showcase your talents, and that's what the system allows our guys to do.
Any updates on the?
Yeah, for all the guys who are not here, all our guys are working. And and everybody's on their own timetable. When it comes to getting back from injury, we'll see where we are next week when we get back, and as we start to allow the roster to shape itself out, we'll see where we end up with those guys. But one thing about our guys who are not here, our staff is the best staff in ball. They do an outstanding job of being there to support our guys, help them so when they come back from injury, they're back. So I'm really thankful for the staff that I'm able to work with on a day-to-day basis because they do an outstanding job.
I go 20-14 Lions win by 2 scores.
Why's that?
I don't know. I think our offense is very, 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 very good. Is what I'm going to say.
That was a very, very good answer. All right, Jim Beckett, you guys crush it here on the pregame segment. Later today, you'll also hear from Kids Tingle PA announcer Taryn, who got to sit down with Deacon's back on the Robertson last week. Check it out.
So, don't know news, but Lions actually conduct music football camps each summer in our city here. And one of the awards that is given out is the Amik Robertson Hustle Award. No kidding. I have it right here. How does that make you feel that an award that recognizes skill that you so thoroughly put out is being handed out to the next generation of football stars in the world? You'd like to hold it? Yes.
This is crazy, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. This is an honor, bro. You know, this is an honor. You know, and me not, being here just for a year.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. We need to add something. Can you help us with this next segment? It's our Game Day Fits presented by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. We've got some images up on the screen of our guys. And I want you to think about these.
So I really like the graphic tees on there. I think they fit really well with the boots that they were wearing, and I think this is a really good style for the first year.
Let's take out and try to play. Let's go to the next one. So we got.
Yeah, honestly, Kirby Joseph, I like the setup. Other than that, I think it was a really good outfit set.
Nice job, guys. 10 out of 10. Who else is next? Clutch of the day, Davenport. Davenport's giving a Lion dab. What about the other two?
I like how they're formal. They almost look like more polos here. I like Hutchinson's style. I like how the shirt matches their pants.
The Polos are making a comeback, and we love that. How would you rank this team's style? 1 out of 10. 1 to 10.
Yeah.
despite